Hi, it's Josh Goldberg here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about insecure attachment and being in a relationship with an insecure person. I'm going to share with you what makes the person insecure, how being insecure affects the person, and at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you how the insecure behaviors manifest in a relationship. So make sure you stick around and watch until the end of the video to see if you're dealing with an insecure person. If you have something that you would like to add to this video, please share with us in the comments below. So what makes a person insecure? From the time that a baby is born until the later years of childhood, this childhood experience with the primary caregivers determines this child's attachment style. As the child grows and starts to realize that they are a separate entity to mum and dad, the child has to answer the following questions for themselves. Am I secure in myself? And am I secure in my attachment to others? If the primary caregivers of this baby and child were emotionally neglectful, or maybe they were absent due to their own stresses and challenges in life, or maybe even if they were dysfunctional and abusive, this child is left with a deep core identity of being insecure in themselves and insecure in their attachment to other people. The child is left with an insecure attachment style and deep feelings of not being good enough and not being worthy of love and acceptance. If this childhood attachment experience is left unresolved, the adult person now in relationships will experience significant anxieties and other unpleasant emotions, leading to behaviors that are disruptive to relationships. So how does this unresolved childhood insecurity affect the adult person? The adult person that has this insecure attachment style has a baseline anxiety in relationships, which is flared up at times when it is triggered by different occurrences in the relationship. Depending on their childhood attachment experience, different things in the relationship can trigger the person into this emotional flashback and trigger their abandonment anxiety. These emotional flashbacks that the insecure person experiences are on an emotional level and not actually happening in reality. This leaves the other person in the relationship often feeling confused, anxious, and irritated. Because of the baseline anxiety of the insecure person really suffers in a relationship, and as I'm sure you would agree, it's not easy to have a pleasant relationship and a nice connection with someone that is constantly suffering or trying to avoid suffering. And whether you like it or not, you are the cause for the insecure person's triggers and suffering, even though it really has nothing to do with you. It is common for the insecure person to feel anxiety, nausea, digestive issues, stomach ulcer, back pain, headaches, and other physical discomforts in a relationship due to this insecurity and anxieties. As a way of reducing these unpleasant feelings and physical symptoms in a relationship, the insecure person often turns to drug use, alcohol use, pornography for males, distracting themselves through overworking, social media, and other forms of distraction like video games and so on. So how does insecurity in a relationship manifest through behaviors? The baseline emotions that the insecure person has from their insecure attachment style from childhood will cause disruptive and unpleasant behaviors to a healthy relationship. Some examples of these disruptive behaviors include snooping on your phone and computer to see what you have been doing, contacting you too much to keep tabs on you, asking you too many questions or interrogating you on what you've been up to and who you've been talking to, being too needy or demanding things from you and getting upset with you when they don't get it from you. This includes sulking behavior and tantrums, ghosting you or avoiding conversations with you, especially when the insecure person perceives that you're upset with them about something. Troubles with intimacy and the sexual relationship, an inability to compliment you or to give you supportive statements, criticizing you and making disparaging comments to bring down your self-esteem so that you don't feel good enough in yourself to leave them and to go out and to find something better, which they certainly know is out there. So if you're experiencing any of these patterns of behavior on a regular basis, you're most probably dealing with a person that has an insecure attachment style, and I would like to encourage you to reach out to a competent and an experienced person to help and support you to deal with the situation effectively. Take care of yourself and stay gold.